G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Flashlight Crazy. Really excited for this one today. I am doing a comparison video between the all-new Acebeam P20 and the newest addition to the throwing family of Weltools, the Weltool F11R. Let's check them out. All right, here we go. So this is not going to be a totally long, heavily in-depth video because that is for the solo reviews of these things, okay? So this is just going to be a head-to-head. If you want to know the more intricate details of each of these lights, go to the solo reviews. The solo review for this is already out. It's a brilliant, brilliant torch. The solo review for this is not out yet. It has been filmed, but it has not been edited and put out. I just wanted to actually edit and put the comparison out first because I'm very interested myself in comparing these two guys, okay? So let's do it. First things first, the batteries. So the Acebeam has this is an Acebeam battery. It is 2 times 21/700s, but they are put together in a way that they both can be charged with a USB-C. So you have to remove the battery in order to charge this guy, all right? The Weltool has 2 of these 22/500 batteries, but you can get an extender kit, which allows you to get 2 21/700s. So I don't have that kit. I can't compare with that kit, but I can read out the specs for that kit at least, so it can match the 2 21/700s here. All right, so let's go ahead and install the batteries. Now, come on. All right, so threads are beautiful on the Weltool as usual. Store these ones in here. Okay, so as I mentioned, the Acebeam, you need to remove the batteries in order, the battery pack, in order to charge it. The Weltool, you do not. You have this this unscrewed or screwing charging port, and look how deep that is there. So I'm absolutely not concerned about any kind of water getting in there whatsoever. That is just one of the best screw ports that I have seen, and it kind of makes for a really comfortable hold underneath there as well, which is great. Okay, so I'll install the Acebeam's batteries. So again, Acebeam threads are gorgeously beautiful as well. Now, it doesn't say how to put this light in, but I just put it in positive side down to the front because that's what I assumed. But I kind of wish there was a symbol or something that said that allowed me to know that the Acebeam battery was meant to be that way, because I'm sure it's got reverse polarity protection, but it may not. Okay, so first things first, look at the size difference. Okay, so again, this does have an extension capability, but the way it comes is like this. And look at the size difference, guys. It is much, much larger, the Acebeam. Now, in the hand, I've got to say, I personally prefer the Weltool. It just feels, in this configuration anyway, it just feels more a part of your hand holding it like this than the Acebeam because it's so tall. However, the Acebeam feels lighter. Both of them are going to be over the 300 grams, so I can't weigh them. But the Acebeam feels lighter. Acebeam specs this to be 504 grams, including the battery pack. Weltool specs this to be 379 grams without the batteries. So I reckon this would be slightly over what the Acebeam weighs, including the batteries. And just feeling it, they're pretty close, but I reckon the Acebeam does feel a little bit lighter. That could be because it's the weight is dispersed more across a larger area, perhaps. I don't know. Now, in terms of looks, my God, look at that Acebeam, man. I mean, the Weltool looks like a typical Weltool. It looks beautiful. It's stunning. It's got a gorgeous finish. And you can, you take one look at this and you're like, yeah, that's a Weltool. You take one look at this light, you do not think that's an Acebeam until you read Acebeam. You think this is a freaking, I don't know, some kind of like old school baton that people would use to beat each other for land or something. Like, look at this thing, man. The head as well, SBT90.2 down there, the emitter, smooth reflector, these things, whatever the heck they are, screwed in at the back here. Like this thing looks tough as. Obviously, you'll see it if it's on Weltool, you will see it as well. I'll just turn it up. So, yep, so you can see that as well. But my God, this thing is crazy. And it's got a glow ring too, which is a bloody nice touch, I might say. Bloody nice touch. Now, so in terms of looks, this one looks elegant. This one looks robust and just hectic, in my opinion, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's freaking awesome. I love the way this one looks. Now, they both tail stand. Okay, we got that. The knurling and finishing. Well, with the Weltool, I prefer the Weltool's finish. The Weltool has all Weltools have this phenomenal finish. It's just smooth but grippy. I always say it, but it is. It's smooth but grippy. Side switch is awesome. When I reviewed this singularly, I was annoyed at the side switch for moving. Listen to this. It kind of moves. So I spoke to Danny, the owner, and he said that no, the side switch is fully waterproof, because that was my concern, that it wasn't waterproof. But he said that the side switch is fully waterproof. So I thought, okay, thank you for letting me know that. I will confirm that, or I will amend what I said about potentially not being waterproof in the next review, which is right now. Also, something Danny mentioned to me that I didn't mention in the first review. This area right here, this smooth area. So see how it's got this beautiful knurling for grip, and then it's got this smooth area? That is the perfect size that you need and width for mounting it onto a rifle. So that's what that's there for. Very clever. Love it. Brilliant design. And it friggin' looks like bloody awesome. Now, the Acebeam, I'm sure you can still mount this onto a rifle. I don't know if you can, but I'm sure if you can. I'm not a hunter. Maybe one day, but at the moment I'm not. It's got awesome knurling here, though. Like, this knurling is freaking crazy cool. And we have a tactical ring at the end here, which you can remove. It just helps to hold it cigar grip if you want to hold it all the way back here. Not going to be my preference to hold it back here because it's very top heavy, but it can be done. In terms of the side switch, it does move, but it doesn't shake. Now, I'll throw the specs up on the screen now, but I'll just mention some of them. So, turbo mode on the Acebeam is 5,500 lumens, which will only last for 70 seconds. And then it drops down to 1,800 lumens for an additional 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, in the solo review of this, I did see the step down, and the step down is dramatic. 5,500 to 1,800, it's dramatic. The next one down is 2,300 lumens for 3 minutes, and then drops down to that 1,800 again for 2 hours and 40 minutes. The next one down is 1,100 lumens for 5 hours, then 470 lumens for 12 hours, then 150 lumens for 36 hours, and then 50 lumens for 74 hours. You also get strobe, which is 3,600 to 3,000 lumens, but 3,600 you get for 3 minutes, and then 3,000 for an additional 2.5 hours. Why you'd need strobe for 3 whole minutes is beyond me, but it's good that you get it for 3 minutes, I guess. Now, the Weltool, 2,100 lumens for an hour and 24 minutes is full power. I am going to see today in this review if there is a step down here, because it doesn't say it. So we'll see if there is. Then high mode is 1,000 lumens for an hour and 54 minutes. Brilliant 1,000 lumens. Love it. Very, very far reaching as well. Brilliant. 485 lumens, 3 hours and 48 minutes. And then 45 lumens for 48 hours and 21 minutes. And then strobe does not give you a time. Distance. On turbo, we're talking 1,280 meters. This is spec 2. And this one, 1,332 meters. Now, why is that? Well, you have 443,852 candela on full power with the Weltool, and you have 409,600 candela with the Acebeam. So more candela equals more throw. Now, the emitters are SBT90.2 and SFT40. So they are the emitters here, which is what's giving you all that power and throw. SFT40 gives you that beam. So the hotspot and spill, look at the crisp bloody spill of Weltool. I love it. And then the Acebeam SBT90 gives you that as well. Okay, so we have what, probably 6,500K. Here looks to be more like 5,000K. So they're both hotspot and spill lights. As you will see though in the night shots, the Acebeam has not as pretty a beam profile as the Weltool does. Okay, now, major difference here, guys. The Weltool is operated by a side switch only, okay? So turn it on, then press and hold to cycle, and it cycles up, down. So you go high, medium, low, and then if you want full power, double click. Look at that. The Acebeam is operated by the side switch as well. You can also double click to full power. My goodness. Let's just double click back to, or let's just single cycle that down. But the Acebeam also has a tail switch, which gives you full power every time. Every time you click that tail switch, it's full power, which I think is fantastic. I love the addition of the full power tail switch. It just means that if you need full power, you don't have to stuff around. All you do, bang, click that, and you know you're gonna get the full power. All right, now, we know that this thing drops down after 70 seconds. Let's see if the Weltool does in fact drop down from full power. I'm gonna assume it does, but let's see if it does, and maybe we'll try and time it. In fact, yeah, I don't have a stopwatch with me here. Okay, so we'll wait till this gets to the 12, the second mark gets to the 12. In fact, I'll take it off so we can see it better. And then we'll get it on. So 15 seconds left, and then we will start this up and we'll just time it and see if we can notice a step down. I'm not going to be looking at the wall because it's going to be absolutely blinding, but let's give it a go. All right, turn it on, and 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So the time is on. You can see the watch. I'll probably fast forward this, to be honest, so you're probably not going to be able to even hear what I'm saying. But maybe I'll start fast forwarding now. All right, so that was 2 minutes. The light is not very hot at all, and I did not see a step down. I will go through the footage though, and if I saw a step down, then I will let you know, but I did not see a step down. So that's amazing because that's 2,100 lumens for at least 2 minutes, and I didn't see a step down, and it's not getting too hot, which tells me you may not get a step down from this. That is friggin' impressive. Holy macaroni and cheese. That is cool. All right, so let's wait no further. Let's go outside, check out the night shots, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts, prices, and where to buy. See you in a sec. All right, first up, the Acebeam. So I'm just gonna cycle up slowly. Oh, that was fast. Wow, this thing cycles quickly. All right, and double tap. Okay, so that is full blast. That's full blast there. Now, see the outer rim of the beam? I don't love that. In person, it is quite ugly. I'm not gonna cry about it right now. Whoa, sorry, I'm just blinding someone. I'm not gonna cry about it right now because it is, you know, if you're searching for someone and you need to find someone, then that's, you know, it's not gonna worry you that there's an outer rim of light. You're not gonna say, oh, we'll bugger this torch, let's get rid of it because the beam's ugly. But very, very powerful. A lot of light coming out of that, okay? Now, head and neck, getting very hot. So, as I said, 70 seconds you get on this output. Let's hold it here until it actually dies down. God, I would be blinding people, man. So we'll just hold it here until it dims down, until it steps down. And then as soon as it steps down, you'll see, I'm just trying not to blind people with this. So, God, man, the neck is getting very hot. Ooh, this is like uncomfortable. Actually, I've just moved my hand back a bit. God, a lot of light though, hey. God, it's been 70 seconds yet? Come on. Friggin' amazing light though. Absolutely incredible. Super cool. Okay, I reckon this has gone longer than 70 seconds. Surely. Oh, here we go. Here comes the step down. Yep. Yep. Huge. Huge. Now look, this is steps down. It's still good. You know, it's not not good, but it has stepped down a lot. That's the problem. So, and it's very hot. It is very hot. All right, I'll be turning that off now, and we'll go to the Weltool. Okay, so there's the Weltool lowest output, and I'll step up. Oh, that went to high. Oh, there's a train. Now that's not the highest output though. So 1, 2, boom. That's the highest output. Now, look at the clarity of hotspot. Look at the clarity of spill. Oh my God, I love that spill. It is just phenomenal. Now, it's not like I can't see anything that the SBT90.2 wasn't showing me. It's just that this is a sustainable output. It has a phenomenal reach to it. And look at the clarity of hotspot. Whew, man, this is something cool. So overall, more light in the Acebeam. Yes, absolutely, undeniable. But you've got more reach in the Weltool. You've got a clearer hotspot, and in my opinion, a much better spill. Just the most beautiful cutoff of spill going around. Look at that. This thing is crazy. And there's, what do we go? 2 minutes. Oh, what's that? Beautiful bird. What do we go? 2 minutes in the test back at the lab, I'll call it, where there was no step down. So this thing can go and go and go for a while. It really does just light up anything you point it at whatever distance, really. Very cool. All right. I am out of here. I prefer the Weltool. I'm just going to say it. I prefer the Weltool. It's really cool. I prefer it. Doesn't get too hot. Sustained output. Friggin' awesome, man. Weltool, you've done it again, as usual. All right. See ya. All right, first things first is prices. So Acebeam is 200 US, I believe. I'll see if I can get a discount. If I can, I'll stick it in the description. Weltool, I think, is a little bit more expensive. It might be actually the exact same, but then if you want the extender pack, it'll be more expensive. But again, I'll link it in the description. I will link both of these at Acebeam Direct and Weltool Direct. I will also link the Acebeam page at liteshop.com.au and the Weltool page at liteshop.com.au. And when these arrive at Liteshop, this may already be there, but when these arrive at Liteshop, go get them if you're interested. Now, night shots. Night shots, look, I'm not going to be biased. Everyone knows I'm a Weltool lover. I am a Weltool lover. But I genuinely prefer the beam profile of the Weltool. The clarity of spill is second to none with Weltool. I don't know how he does it, but the clarity of spill is second to none. It is so bloody clear. It is just gorgeous. There is not one lumen extra in that spill than needed. It is perfect. In my opinion, it is perfect. So all of the light is going to the hotspot, which is where you want it, and there is just enough light in the spill to make it clear and make it crisp and not overdo it, you know? So however Danny does it and the team at Weltool, mate, friggin' killing it. Keep doing what you're doing. The beam with the Acebeam is not bad, but it's not as nice to look at. Now, does that really matter when you're out in the field looking at stuff? No, it doesn't. I'm being picky, but that outer rim of the beam is a little bit annoying. Now, in terms of performance-wise, like how would they do? Well, Acebeam's got a different emitter. It's got a much more brighter emitter. More lumens are coming out of it. And so this is like a thrower and a spread light. But you get 70 seconds on turbo and then it drops down. Now, you saw in the night shots, when it drops down, it's not the end of the world. It drops down and you can still see stuff. But this light being so damn powerful that it can withstand the the turbo mode, and it's got that perfect streamline beam. You know, it's my preference in terms of performance. You know, so I've just said which one I'd prefer, which is the Weltool. That does not mean I don't like the Acebeam. I think this is a brilliant light, and I think that the performance on this is absolutely phenomenal. This definitely has a spot. In fact, one thing I like better about the Acebeam is that it's got the instant turbo button. I love that about Acebeams. If anyone's seen any videos of my Acebeams, the L19, the L35, the user interface where you get a instant turbo from the tail cap, and that's all that tail cap does, is very, very, very clever. It is like, you can use the side switch for everything else, but then if you need instant turbo, you hit that tail switch, and you know that's what you're getting. And it's a forward clicky, by the way, so you can momentary it, which is really cool. So yeah, all in all, I would choose the Weltool. I would choose it for the beam quality. I would choose it for the beam profile in terms of the hotspot and spill profile, which is what I lean towards more. And I would choose it for the sustained output on turbo. The Acebeam is a brilliant light. It does seem tougher the way it is constructed. I'm not saying it is, but it just does seem that way because of how it looks. And it is a phenomenal light, very reasonably priced as well. So you're not going to be unhappy if you buy this one as well. But in terms of, I like to make a decision. I don't like to sit on the fence here when I do comparisons. If I had to only choose one, I would choose the Weltool. That's me. All right, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If anything, it'll just be the night shots that were helpful. I don't know if my rambling's helpful, but yeah, if you're interested in these lights, links below, go get them or don't, up to you. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.